What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today, BCH, USD. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 7th day of September, and here we are at about $604. And this is looking really good, you guys. The fact that we haven't closed 2 days in a row above $600 might be irrelevant at this point, right? We were looking for, if you guys remember back here when we were talking about Bitcoin Cash getting bullish, we're looking for 2 days in a row to close above that daily high, right? That's what we were looking for, okay? And we haven't gotten that, but at this point, I don't think it matters, right? I think that the fact that we've consolidated here is significant enough, right? What we've done is we found resistance here once, we came down. We found resistance up here, we came down. We found resistance up here, we came down. What we're doing now is not that. We're just chilling. We're consolidating right at prior areas of resistance. We're getting set up to move up higher, guys. I wouldn't be surprised at all. And then again, we were looking at the ribbons, right? Bitcoin versus Bitcoin Cash on the daily time frame. Bitcoin Cash's ribbon. Let's just pull it up real quick. I mean, it looks like this. Bitcoin's ribbon is crossed down right now. It's not a good, again, just in case anybody missed it, let's just pull it up. Screw it. Screw it. Let's do it. Looking at this here. I mean, we've crossed down, but Bitcoin Cash is crossed up. That's really bullish, you guys. That's absurdly bullish, actually. Like this look in itself too is the fact that you've like consolidated, you've crunched in on your ribbon here, and now you're expanding. That's pretty damn exciting. That's actually very exciting. And then here you're finding not resistance where you found resistance before, or maybe you're finding turbulence here, but it's not the same. You're not rejecting down like you have before. And that makes me think we're going to go higher. Like rather immediately that we're going to go higher. Anything can happen. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. We could absolutely return to those $570 levels or even a little bit below there. It's very possible. But this is very incriminating to the idea that we've found the low. All right, this is very, very, very validating to that idea that we have found the low. I think that we're ready to move higher any day now here, man. I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of today we were up above $660, $700. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 2 days from now or 3 days from now, but maybe this week, maybe this coming week. And if it's not this week, it's next week, but soon. That's the whole point, right? It could be any freaking day now, genuinely, any day. I'm on the edge of my seat right here. We turned an uptrend, right? Nice little uptrend. I'm not drawing it the best, but you can see like going all the way back. We had a very nice solid uptrend since April, or what was it? June, let me see. Yeah, since April 7th. Very nice uptrend. We've turned that uptrend into a horizontal channel. Horizontal channels are very bullish. They typically break out in the direction that you come into them, right? So you came into it from the downside up. You're gonna leave it from the downside up and continue on your merry way. I wouldn't be surprised if we pick up the pace faster than anything we've seen all year. All 2025, we're going to see faster movement. And again, potentially faster and larger than any move that Bitcoin Cash has seen in its entire history. I don't think people are prepared. I shouldn't say that. I think a lot of Bitcoin Cashers, Dragon Riders, shout out to the Dragon Riders, by the way. I'm sorry. Shout out to the House of the Dragon, man. $603. I don't think anybody but us are prepared for what's coming. And even still, I'm sure we could all use a little bit more Bitcoin Cash, man. But this thing, I mean, just to put it in perspective, back here, and these were crazy times. But 1 week later, we were all the way up at prices that were at like $2,400. 1 week later, right? Like we could see some crazy stuff happen, you guys. This was just first day, kind of first week mania, not first day, but like first bit of life mania, right? End of cycle. That was your end of cycle finale phase for most cryptos. It was that peak 2017 altcoin madness. It was so awesome. I think we could outperform that or see something of the liking to that, right? We are literally breaking out right now of this multi-cycle downtrend in the resistance line here, right? This downtrending resistance line. We're breaking out of this lifelong consolidation phase. We haven't had the move yet. This could be it, and we've seen it. We've just seen it before, man. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks later, we're all the way up at $1,700. From here, 1 week later, we were all the way up at $2,400. Is it so hard to believe that by the end of October we'll be above this high here? I don't think it's hard to believe at all, and I very, very much expect that to happen. Now, when this happens, what you're not going to see is you're not going to see me being like, I told you, end of October, that's whenever it would happen. No, because we thought this would happen back here. We thought this would happen back here. we thought this would happen whenever we broke out. We thought we were going to get it back there too. But no, none of it's happened. So as far as timing goes, no. But I don't care about the timing. It just matters that it happens, and it will happen. But I'm not going to be like, I told you it would happen. And for anybody who comes online and is like writing comments saying, good job, you called it. I actually really did not call it. We called that it would go higher. Yes. I had faith throughout all this that we would go higher. Absolutely. Throughout all this, I had faith that we were going to go higher. But the timing was definitely off. So hold your applause if they come at all. I don't know. Maybe I've got a big head. Let's see. Looking at this here on the weekly time frame, weekly RSI is fantastic. Again, I had some issues. I had some qualms with the fact that we got in and out of this overbought zone so quickly twice, right? Little rejection there, a little in and out there, rejecting here. Not good looks, but man, you're just so tenacious. Finding support at the 60 like that, you're looking great. We have 8 hours, 56 minutes left in this week. We close here, we're bouncing off the 60. That's a phenomenal look. Bitcoin, meanwhile, I'm not going to pull it back up, but it's RSI on a weekly. It's bouncing off the 50, which is also good, but not as good as this. This is phenomenal. You guys, this is spectacular stuff. And we've already seen this cycle that Bitcoin Cash has seen the highest, strongest reading in the RSI that it's ever seen. It was right here, right there. It was just above this one, barely. I'm not going to zoom it in too much, but you can see actually it's like just above that right there, right? I mean, maybe we can zoom it in case you don't believe me. In case you think I'm cherry picking. You see it's higher. Do I need to zoom in more? I'll zoom in more. Right there, yeah. It's higher. But what we're doing here, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something even higher than that. We've never been above the 90 on the weekly time frame on the RSI. We've never been above the 90. I think it's high time that we get there. And with this kind of reaction that we're having in the RSI, where we're dilly-dallying up here, getting overbought out of the overbought zone, and overbought out of the overbought zone, and now we're bouncing off the 60, this could be it, man. This could really be it. And with the strongest readings on the weekly RSI that we've ever seen, we haven't seen it yet, but I'm just calling for it. The strongest readings that we've ever seen in the weekly RSI, we will likely get the strongest move that we've ever seen. Right? I'm just saying, that's probably what's going to happen. It's going to be fantastic. And even if it doesn't happen in 1 week, if it takes 5 weeks, I believe we're going to get there. If it takes 2 months, I believe we're going to get there. If it takes 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, we're going to get there. If it takes 10 years, we're going to get there. You know what I mean? Like it's happening. We're going. This is the beginning of greatness. And I'm just so stoked that this is all this energy, first off, is just coming from the idea that we might not be going lower at all. We're consolidating here. We're doing something different than we did these last 3 times. We're not just rejecting down. So might we do something different than as a consequence? I think so. Or as a benefit, whatever the proper word would be there. Consequence to the bears. Let's look at the short-term stuff, okay? Bouncing off the 0 on the MACD. It's beautiful. Stochastics look beautiful. RSI on the daily time frame is unstoppable. I can't think of any other crypto that has a more bullish RSI than this. Right now on the daily time frame, no, everything else is like terrible. Yeah, it's fantastic, man. It's absolutely spectacular. 1 hour time frame here. RSI. To be fair, the RSI on the 1 hour is a little bit more neutral, but you look like you want to come up. Stochastics look like they want to come down. The MACD is just crossing above the 0, so it looks like it wants to come up. Let's keep moving up by the end of this 1 hour, or this day. Let's do it. Let's keep going. 4 hour candle here, if we're looking at this here. You do have lower lows in the RSI with higher lows in the price. That's hidden bullish divergence. I mean, that's not bad at all. Stochastics look like they want to keep going. MACD overall is bullish, but you are in that kind of bearish phase right now. I don't know. It's kind of neutral, but overall bullish, so I'm going to stick with the bullish effect. We could go down. Again, if we go lower, we go to 586, we go to 562, even like 550. Even if we were to go down there, that's fine, but I don't think we go below this low. Those lows are off the table now, man. We are solidifying the fact that we will never again be below $500, and we're about to solidify the fact that we will never again be below $600. When I say never again, I don't mean until next bear market. People hear that and they're like, yeah, he doesn't mean never. He just means for the rest of this bull market, and then during the bear market we'll come back, right? No, like never again. Understand, we're not just in the final moments below $600. Well, we're above it right now, actually, but we're not just in the final days where that's even a possibility. We're in the final days where prices below $1,000 are a possibility for Bitcoin Cash, right? Like, I don't think people understand. I genuinely think, and I think that whenever people hear me say that, they think that I'm just like blowing smoke. But whenever it happens, whenever we break above $1,000 and we never again return to prices below $1,000, I'm not going to say I told you so, because I'm not going to be surprised. It's not something to brag about. It's nothing to be surprised about. It's given. It's going to happen, right? People are like, I told you. You thought I was wrong, but I told you. That means it meant a lot to them to be right, because they doubted themselves too. I'm not doubting it. It doesn't mean a lot to me when we get above $1,000 and we never again go below it, right? It means a lot as far as like an investor in Bitcoin Cash goes. It means a lot as far as like a significant milestone, right? Whenever Bitcoin solidified that it's never going below $1,000 again, that was a big deal too. But it's not going to be a big deal to my pride, because it's not like something that is hard to call. This is something to expect. People think that I'm saying that stuff just for clicks or just to butter the bread, but I'm telling you guys, we are literally in the final moments right now below $1,000. And when I say that, I mean final, forever. Never again will you see, after the bear market begins, after the bear market's over, we will not be below $1,000. In fact, it's very likely that by the end of this bull market, we'll never see Bitcoin Cash below $5,000 again, let alone $1,000. We are in some opportunistic moments, being at like a 90% drop almost from, or like an 80% drop from that $5,000 level. We're well below the next bear market lows, is what I'm trying to get at, right? These are very fantastic prices to accumulate some Bitcoin Cash. And with that being said, I might have to buy some, man. I might have to get some more, honestly. Anyways, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. This thing's going through the freaking roof. I can't wait to see what happens. I would not be surprised if it front ran the rest of the market. I would not be surprised if it was one of those coins that took off and nobody's going to talk about it, right? Nobody's going to talk about it. They're going to be like, yeah, Bitcoin Cash is pumping, but it's just a fake pump. They're not going to talk about it until it's above this high. The perspective is going to shift once it gets above this high. Then people are going to have no choice but to start talking about it at that point, right? And if they're turning a blind eye, that's because they're just haters, right? And oftentimes it's the coins that people turn a blind eye to that are doing well. Those are the ones that continue to do well. Whenever they're all put under a microscope, when everybody's watching a coin that does well, that's whenever it's time to sell. So typically, right? But put this thing under a microscope. You can't stop it. It's going up, man. It's ripping through the freaking roof. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.